students, welcome to our zoology class. Dear students, in the last class we studied about two important topics. The first topic is how the concentrated urine is formed in the kidney. It's the first topic we studied in the last class. And second topic is how the functions of kidney is controlled by some organs and some factors. Okay, so in the last class we studied about these two important topics. Today we are going to study about some small topics. Okay, so the first topic is micturition. Okay, micturition meaning the process of removal of urine from the urinary bladder is called micturition. Okay, so the process of removal of urine from the urinary bladder is called micturition. See, you all know the urine is produced inside the kidney. The produced urine is carried by the ureter and finally the urine is stored inside the urinary bladder for few hours, okay, for a temporary period. So the urinary bladder will be storing the urine for a temporary period. Understand what you understand? So here when the urinary bladder is filled with the urine, immediately it gets some impulse or the signals from the central nervous system. Okay, signals from the central nervous system. So when the receptors present in the urinary bladder stimulating, immediately some sphincter muscles are doing their functions. There are two types of sphincter muscles are present in the urinary bladder. One is the external sphincter muscle and second is the internal sphincter muscles. See, when the impulse are transferred from the nervous system, from the central nervous system to the receptor organs, immediately the smooth muscles present in the urinary bladder is contracting. Okay, when the smooth muscle is contracting, immediately the internal sphincter muscle is contracting. Okay, so immediately the same time the external sphincter muscle is relaxing. So this contraction and the inhibition, both activities are in high threshold condition. Automatically the urine is released from the urinary bladder. Urine is released from the urinary bladder. So the central nervous system playing a very important role in the micturition process, in the releasing of urine. Then see, our urine daily, the human being, a healthy human being, releasing 1.5 liters of urine. Okay, 1.5 liters of urine. 1.5 liters of urine is released from a person's body per day. And the urine is slightly yellow in color because of the presence of color substance. The name of this color substance is called urochrome. Okay, so because of the presence of this urochrome substance only, the urine is in slight yellow color. The next point is, say, maximum 20 to 25 grams of urea is present in our urine. 20 to 25% of urea is present in our urine. Then next, the pH value of the urine is 4.5 to 8. Okay, 4.5 to 8. This is the pH value. Okay, so the pH values little changing from person to person. So the pH value is between 4.5 to 8, and it is slightly acidic in nature. The urine is slightly acidic in nature and odor also there. Here odor meaning smell. Okay, smell is also there. Understand? And when we analyze the urine or when we test or check the urine, we can easily identify some disorders. Okay, for example, diabetes. Okay, when we check or when we analyze the urine, we can easily identify the diabetes disease, then glycosuria and ketonuria. Here, glycosuria means more amount of glucose is releasing and more amount of ketone is releasing. Okay, so these problems, these disorders can be identified with the help of the analysis of urine. Understand? So now we completed one important topic, micturition. Okay, micturition meaning the process of removal of urine from the urinary bladder. Then these are the 1 mark questions: the total volume of urine, the pH value, how many percentage of grams are, how many grams of urea is present in urine, then what is the pH value. Okay, so these are the important 1 mark questions. Then next one is other excretory organs. See, our excretory system is made up of many organs. Kidney is the major organ, you all know that. Okay, kidney is the major organ producing the urea and releasing this urea outside the body. And some other organs also comes under our excretory system. For example, lungs. then skin. Okay, lungs and skin also comes under liver also. Okay, lungs, skin, liver, these organs also comes under our excretory system. Okay, here lungs release more than 80 liters of carbon dioxide per day. So carbon dioxide is actually the excretory systems functions of the excretory system is releasing the waste materials. Here carbon dioxide is also one of the waste gas. Okay, so our lungs release 80 liters of carbon dioxide per day. Understand a few? Then next organ, liver. Liver is the major organ playing a very important role in our digestive system. See, when the liver only break down all the waste materials and the toxic substances, everything is break down by the liver. When the liver is doing their function, they secrete one important substance that is called bile. Okay, bile is secreted by the liver and it consists of some product, some substances are present in the bile. They are bilirubin, biliverdin, cholesterol. Okay, so these substances are highly available in the bile. Bile is secreted by the liver. So all these substances also released from the body along with the urine and along with our waste materials. Understand a few? So now we completed two excretory organs. One is the lungs and the second one is the liver. Then next one is the sweat gland. Okay, sweat gland releasing a watery fluid is called sweat. Okay, so because of releasing this sweat from the body, our body is always in cooling condition. Okay, body is cooling condition. Then more amount of sodium and chloride and urea. Sodium, chloride, urea, these substances are highly released through the sweat. Okay, through the sweat. Then lactose also, a small amount of lactose also released from the body along with the sweat. Then the next one is the sebaceous gland. Okay, sebaceous gland is present in our skin and it is secreting a oil-like substance. It is called sebum. Okay, so through this sebum also some waste materials are removed from the body. Example, hydrocarbons, fats, sterols. These substances are released from our body along with the sebum. So here sebum is a waste material. Sorry, sebum is a substance released by the sebaceous gland. And finally saliva. Okay, saliva is also acting as an excretory organ because some kinds of nitrogenous waste materials are released from the body along with the saliva. Understand, my dear students? So already I told you, kidney is the major excretory organ, and this organ only highly maximum amount of waste materials are removed from the body with the help of kidney only. But the liver, then the lungs, then skin also acting as a excretory organs. Now we completed the functions of all these excretory organs. Understand? Then next one is the disorders of excretory system. Okay, like our other system, our excretory system also affected by some diseases or disorders. Understand? There are a lot of problems affecting our excretory system. So one by one we are going to study now. The first one is urinary tract infection. See, maximum the urethra is the posterior region of the excretory system. Posterior region of the excretory system or the postpiratory system. Excretory system. Understand? And in female body, the length of this urethra is very short. And moreover, this urethra is located near the anal opening. So in female body, this urethra is located near the anal opening. Understand? So there is a chance for easily getting infection in this urethra region in female. Understand? So this condition is called urinary tract infection. Then, if any infections appear or occur in this urinary bladder, it leads to some symptoms. So now we are going to study about the symptoms of this urinary tract infection. First one is inflammation in urethra. Okay, the urethra region is enlarging their size. Then inflammation in the urinary bladder. Then painful urine. When they pass urine, they will feel some pain. Understand? Then next one is fever, high fever. They will feel high fever. Then urinary urgency. Okay, often they will feel to release urine. Then next one is back pain, headache. These are the symptoms of this urinary tract infections. Understand, my students? Then next one is the renal failure. Next symptom or next disorder is renal failure. Renal failure means in common we can say kidney failure. Okay, so the failure of the kidney to release the waste material from the body is called renal failure or kidney failure. Okay, so the sometimes because of some reason, many reasons are there. So because of many reasons, sometimes the kidney unable to release the waste material from the body. So this condition is called renal failure. So here renal failure is classified into two types. One is acute renal failure and second is chronic renal failure. Acute renal failure and chronic renal failure. So here acute renal failure means this renal failure is a temporary renal failure. Okay, so the functions of the kidney suddenly stop, but when we give proper treatment, we can cure this problem. So acute kidney failure is not a dangerous kidney failure. Once it is affected, immediately with the help of proper treatment, we can cure the problems. Understand? But this chronic kidney failure is very dangerous. Okay, if there is no treatment for this chronic kidney failure. Okay, so when the kidney cells are continuously damaged, it leads to chronic kidney failure. Understand, my students? So now we completed two important disorders related to our respiratory system. The first one is urinary tract infection and the second one is renal failure. Then third one is uremia. Third one is uremia. See, if the if the kidney is failure, okay, so kidney is not functioning properly or the malfunctions of the kidney leads to this condition uremia. If anyone is affected with this problem, more amount of urea, uric acid and creatine, okay, more amount of urea, uric acid and creatine is started to accumulate in their blood. Understand? Understand? Because these substances are released from the removed from the body with the help of kidney. Here the kidney is already damaged or failure. So these substances are able to move outside. So all these substances are settled down, deposited in the body. So this condition is called uremia. Understand? If you normally see if anyone is affected with this uremia condition, their urine's concentration is 10 times more than the normal urine. Okay, those who are affected with this uremia disorder or disease, their urine is 10 times more concentration than the normal urine. Understand? If you then next one is renal calculi. Renal calculi, okay, otherwise called kidney stone. Otherwise called kidney stone. See, during some seasons, maximum during the summer season, because of the over deposition of two substances, sodium oxalate and sodium phosphate. So because of the increased accumulation of the sodium oxalate and phosphate, some stone-like structures are formed in the respiratory system. This is called kidney stone, otherwise called renal calculi. The main symptom and the very dangerous symptoms of this renal calculi or the kidney stone is colic pain. Okay, colic pain. Okay, so colic pain is the main symptom or the very dangerous symptom of this kidney stone or renal stone. Understand? Then the stones may be formed in the inside the kidney or ureter or inside the bladder. Stone may form in any region of the respiratory system. Understand? And one technique is available to remove these stones. Name of this technique is called lithotripsy. So with the help of this lithotripsy technique, we can remove the stones of the kidney. Understand, my students? So hope you are understood all these parts. Then next one is glomerulonephritis. Next disorder or disease is glomerulonephritis. See, this disease is otherwise called Bright disease. Glomerulonephritis otherwise called Bright disease. Understand? So here the main symptom is inflammation in the glomeruli. Glomeruli meaning you are inside the malfeeding capsule already. Many small structures are there, they are called glomeruli. So inflammations occur in this glomeruli. So this condition is called glomerulonephritis. Understand? And in children, the reason for this glomerulonephritis is post-streptococcal infection. Here streptococcal means it's a bacteria. If any children is affected with the infection of this streptococcal bacteria, it leads to this glomerulonephritis disorder. Understand a few? Then symptoms. See, hematuria. More amount of urea is released in the blood. The next one is proteinuria. More amount of protein is released in the urea. Understand a few? Then hypertension, increased BP. So these are the symptoms of this glomerulonephritis disorder. Understand a few? So this glomerulonephritis is otherwise called Bright disease. Okay? Then next one is hemodialysis. Next topic is hemodialysis. See, if anyone's kidney is failure, okay, or if any problem occur in the kidney, it leads to kidney failure. If the kidney is failure, the nitrogenous waste materials are unable to remove from the body. So all the nitrogenous waste materials are started to accumulate in the blood or in the body. Understand? So if all these nitrogenous waste materials are accumulated in the body, it leads to severe problem and finally it leads to death. Understand? So to remove these nitrogenous waste material from the body, one device is there. Name of this device is called dialysis device. Okay? Name of this device is called dialysis device, or otherwise called artificial kidney. This dialysis device is otherwise called artificial kidney. Understand? See, inside this dialysis device, one big tube is there. This tube is surrounded by one fluid called dialysis fluid. And many small pores are present in this tube. Okay, listen very carefully. Inside the dialysis device, a big tube is there, and this tube is surrounded by dialysis fluid, and many small pores or holes are present in this tube. Okay, now to view this dialysis process, first the patient's blood is taken from one of the artery. Okay, patient's blood is taken from one of the artery, and this blood is passed through this dialysis device. Okay, when this blood is circulating inside this device, the waste materials like excessive glucose, excessive urea, okay, creating these substances are entering through these small holes of the tube, and finally it is mixed with the water bath. And it is mixed with the water bath. Understand? So the opposite side you get pure blood. The blood contains only the blood cells and important plasma proteins. Okay, so some small molecules like this glucose, urea and creatines are entering from the blood to the dialysis fluid. So you will get a pure blood. The pure blood is again transferred to the patient through the veins. Understand? So blood is taken from the body of the patient through the artery, and the blood is again, after the dialysis process is over, the blood is sent or entered inside the body through the veins. Understand all of you? Understand? So I hope you are understood this hemodialysis process. Then the last one is kidney transplantation. The last topic of discussion is kidney transplantation. Here kidney transplantation meaning, say, if the kidney is failure, completely failure, both kidney, the kidney is transferred from one person to another person. A healthy kidney is transferred from one person to another person. Okay, so the failure kidney unable to do any function. It cannot remove any waste materials from the body. So that failure kidney is removed from the person, and a healthy kidney is taken from another one person and transferred to this person. Here maximum this kidney is taken from a living person. Two kidneys are there. Okay, so one kidney is enough to do all the functions. So kidney is taken from a healthy person, or the kidney is taken from a person whose brain is dead. Okay, so brain died person's kidney also taken. Then kidney is maximum taken from the closely relatives. Understand? And before transferring this kidney from one person to another person, immunosuppressive drugs is given to the recipient. Okay, because sometimes the new kidney is not accepted by the recipient immune system. So to suppress the activities of the immune system of the recipient, immunosuppressive drug is given to the recipient body. So after that body, the kidney is transferred from one person to next person. Understand all of you? So my dear students, now we completed this lesson. So today we have completed many topics. First, maturation process. Already I was saying repeating the process of removal of urine or releasing urine from the urinary bladder is called maturation. And some one more question we studied. The next topic, the other excretory organs. Okay. Already kidney's function detailing, the structure and functions are detailing we have studied in the previous classes. So today we studied the other excretory organs like liver, lungs and skin. Okay, liver, lungs and skin. Then next we studied about some disorders of the excretory organs. What are the diseases we studied? Urinary tract infection, renal failure, uremia, renal calculi and glomerulonephritis. So these are some of the disorders related to our excretory system. And finally we studied about two more topics. One is hemodialysis and the second is kidney transplantation. Understand? So hope you all understood today's class. So here many one mark questions and two mark questions are there. So try to study today itself. Thank you. We will meet in the next class.